Lally ho, friends, and welcome to episode 16 of Kupo Quest, and it looks like you can hear me this week, so we're already off to a better start than last time. So, quick recap for where we left off and where we are. The team, after having delivered some news to the Emperor and the Empress, and then learning some news about Sarah's mother, Jane, had a little bit of time on their hands as Sarah's kind of processing all of this and is kind of held up back at the Holy Way estate, with Fury and trying to work through her feelings on this. So they had a little bit of time to talk to Noctis, which is Furion's older brother, who seemed kind of a little bit jerky, to be honest, especially once his mother showed up. Because she came by just to basically check on Sarah, see how things were doing, and there was a definite coldness, a definite tension in the room with the two of them in there together. Hildegard then did say, hey, if you have some time on your hands, I've got a job that maybe you should consider doing. Some Coeurls had snuck into the outskirts of Lindblom, and until recently, it wasn't a big deal because no one had been currently living there for a little bit. But now there's a bunch of Altair refugees from the city that burned that you all came through. So you decided to take up the job. You went to the Spira stopover where you checked out the hunt board. But while there, Ava was approached by an old friend, we'll say, I guess, who let him know that there was currently a rather sizable bounty on Grunthor's head. And also mentioned that they had already apprehended the other two. So who that is, you weren't sure, and he didn't really give you any additional information. And speaking of not giving additional information, somebody kept that a secret from Grunthor and the rest of the group. So Ava currently is the only one that knows that there is a rather sizable bounty on Grunthor's head. And Grunthor, you don't know it yet, but even if you did, you probably wouldn't remember what you did or why someone might be looking for you. So,
but if there is a bounty on my head, and Ava, if you're going to cash on it, wait till it gets to a reasonable amount, okay?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I can
it's already
Make
worth
it what,
over
though?
2 Marlboros. So keep that in mind. Oh God, I'm really not trying to tempt Ava to turn on Grunthor, but if it happens, I apologize.
It'll be a plot twist and a half.
No kidding. So the group decided to go out, and they did. They tracked down the Coeurls, and they found 3 of them and engaged with them, and ended up defeating them. But in the process of the battle, a 4th one had snuck up and basically took Izzy out because of a really unfortunate roll on Izzy's D100 after the failed saving throw. However, thanks to the exact opposite fortunate roll, a nat 20 brought him back up, and where we left off was they had engaged the 4th Coeurl. Grunthor had grappled it, but then was struck by its blaster attack that paralyzed him on the back, with his arm still wrapped around this thing as it then took off. So we have a paralyzed Grunthor on the back of this Coeurl who has just started running away. And with that, we are still in initiative order, so we're just going to hop right back into this. And we'll start at the top of the initiative order, which is Izzy. So at this point, keep in mind, where he is here, he's moved 40 feet further away to the south.
Oh, fuck.
So, because he took off. And, Duchess tried to get an opportunity attack, but missed, if I recall. So add 40 to whatever number you are, because I can't go off the bottom of this map anymore. So.
Okay, so that's going to be 85 feet from me currently.
Okay.
So, but, okay. We might run out of spell slots, but it's okay if it means getting our boy. What's the rules for bonus actions? If I bonus action, then I can only cast a cantrip?
Well, if it's a spell that is cast as a bonus action, you can't cast any other leveled spells, basically.
Okay. If that's the case, then... Yeah, I moved 30 feet, so that won't help. Yeah, that's only 60 feet away. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll just do what I can. It would be best to just get a level 3 chromatic orb in there to try to get your boy.
Okay.
This is my last level 3 spell.
Am I?
If I miss, it's over. Okay,
right.
cool. I don't have any inspiration. Nice.
No, everybody used it last time. I saw the inspiration dropping off one by one.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the blaster attack.
Nice. Does an 18 hit?
18? So here's my question. Yeah, 18 will hit. I was gonna say, does it have
Alright.
does it have partial cover because of Grunthor? But even with partial cover, an 18's gonna hit. So
Okay. Sadly, I already used my limit break, so I'm just rolling regular damage.
Sure.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll. Dope. That's gonna be. Ooh, did not roll well. That's gonna be 14 fire damage on the boy over here as his little diamond turret shoots out some flames.
okay,
And,
it hits this thing right in the butt as it's just running away, and you see its tail just kind of catch flame like a Charmander.
And that's when he said. That's when he calls back. He says, "Ava, I think this might be more your speed. Pun not intended." And that will be the end of my turn. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so Grunthor, you're up next. Because you're paralyzed, you can't do anything for this turn. You can make the saving throw at the end of your turn, but then Duchess is also acting at the moment too, so you can go ahead and do Duchess's thing. And I'm assuming Duchess could catch up.
Can Duchess do a trampling charge, or is it like looking like this, where it's like kind of right on its butt?
What's the speed? What is Duchess's actual movement speed?
60.
Oh,
so
yeah, it can trampling charge. So basically, it'll catch up and then just run it down
Good shit.
because it's moving faster. 60. Wow.
Music's
What was I thinking?
sick.
I think I might have made Duchess too strong. No.
1.0.2 Duchess nerfs.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for patch notes.
okay, +6 to hit. Let me roll.
Duchess gets a nerf to their speed. Nosek gets a nerf to fucking everything.
2.
That's not going to be enough.
No, Duchess is able to catch up just fine, but just kind of charging in, the thing manages to just kind of sidestep, and Duchess just doesn't connect, unfortunately. Now, what is Duchess doing? It's just going to stay in pursuit, essentially, or?
Yeah, it's trying to. Duchess is going to try and basically peck or knock, go for its leg to try and trip it up. That's what she's been trying to do.
Okay, so with the attack roll, I'm going to say that misses, but she's still right there. And bringing that to the end of your turn, go ahead and make that. Hold on just a second. I forgot what it was. I
Con
think it
roll,
was a
wasn't it?
con roll. Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you got this.
18.
Let's go, King!
You can feel your muscles just start to untense. You're still on this thing at the moment. And actually, since you were in the grappled position and it didn't actually shake you off, once you come to, you then tighten your muscles on your own accord, and you around its neck, and you can hear it struggling as you bring it back to the ground. So it resumes the grappled condition. Because, you never actually moved. So, Nozak,
Alright.
you're up.
Yes, I am. Thank God. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to move 30 feet next to Izzy, and then it is a bonus action, which is not a spell, which is, let me bring it back up, Rabbit Hop, which lets me jump 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So I'm going to move another 15 feet closer.
Damn, I was hoping to hit you.
15. Bruh!
He's
and
still in
then
range for when your
I'm-
turn comes around.
Remember who healed you, okay?
But you attacked his friend to do so.
I'm the friend. I attacked
I
myself.
know, that's what I'm saying. It's
It
a
was
complicated
self-inflicted, it's
solution.
The courts are gonna have a field day.
So,
So I am immediately gonna be looking towards the Coeurl, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
okay.
Hey, good
So-
shit.
Go ahead. And someone just double check me really quick for the grappled condition. Speed 0, I know. Would he have advantage on that roll? Just double check for me if you can. Being a bad DM tonight.
Does look like it.
Okay. So yeah, straight roll then. For guiding
Great
bolt,
roll.
correct?
Well, this is unfortunate because I am anyway. Come on. 14 to hit.
14 hits. 14 hits.
Let's
Guiding bolt finally fucking hit something.
You wouldn't think that it, had a pretty low AC because I feel like everybody was missing last time, but its AC's 13. So.
All right, and I'm casting
wow.
this at 2nd level.
Okay.
Hey, good
Which
shit.
does a total of 13 damage.
13
These
damage.
ones, man.
And the next attack roll that is made against the coral gets advantage.
Right. Okay.
Good shit.
Yeah, as it connects, the coral under you just starts to kind of glow, Grunthor. Just a very kind of bright, not blinding to you, but it just starts to radiate some kind of just like it's from the inside out, almost glowing. If that's your turn, Nozak, that brings us to Ava.
Right. Ava is going to move 40 feet of monk movement this way.
Okay.
And then for his action, plus another 40 feet. I am going to use my limit break.
Oh.
Hey.
Whoa!
Izzy and Nozak both and myself gain the benefit of expeditious retreat. Oh wait, can I also get
Ooh.
Duchess?
Let's
No,
go.
Duchess is down there with
Duchess
it, so-
is okay. Yeah.
Add
Nope,
the
that
40
makes
for
sense.
Duchess too. I should have made a bigger map.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect it to do this.
Oh no, all good, no worries. So as a bonus action, you guys can dash. On your
Oh
turn.
shit.
Yeah. And as expeditious retreat is cast, I can dash as an action. So I will use my bonus action to Step of the Wind using my last key point, and then I will use the dash from expeditious retreat to burst up 80 more feet.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Which will be right behind the squirrel.
Okay, so you're able to catch up to it, moving into melee range. Perfect.
But that is my entire turn.
You ever see a grown man chase after a cheetah at breakneck speeds?
And
You went from
catch-
130 feet away from it to asking whether it knows about the Lord and Savior Garuda.
Just an FYI, in the lounge, I am keeping track of all the speed and how many feet people
Oh,
are.
perfect. That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Thank you. So,
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
so technically, these turns, while they happen like this in the game, they all kind of happen simultaneously. So what I imagine is happening is Duchess takes off after this thing. And as Duchess is running, Ava runs from where they were, catches up, and slightly pulls ahead of Duchess. And probably doesn't attack because he sees Duchess trying to trip it up. So, all right. So with that...
Nozak's gonna turn back to Izzy and just say, "I'm not playing tag with him ever."
Probably a good idea. Well, I just lost one of my d20s that was rolling really good, so this might go for you all. It is this one's turn. Let's do our favorite thing, recharge. Y'all lucked out for once. Let's see.
One.
So at this point, it's now surrounded again. It's got Grunthor on its back, and Ava and Duchess have run up on it. It's gonna turn around, and they can't move. So with Grunthor just kind of on it, it's flashing around. It's gonna take a bite at Duchess, actually.
Leave her alone.
Is 16? Does that hit Duchess or not?
That is her armor class.
Okay. Ooh, that was a good roll. 15 points of piercing damage for a bite.
However, I am going to be using my limit break.
Okay. Okay. So what this looks like, I guess, is you, as you see it going to bite it, where you have it grappled, you basically just throw your arm out, roll it a little bit, and it clamps down onto your arm. So with your limit break, I think you get resistance as well, right? So 7 points of damage as it clamps down on you, and you grit through, but it's inches away from like Duchess's neck. What is Duchess's HP, by the way, just out of curiosity? not trying to kill Duchess. I just want to know how bad that would have been.
33.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was high or low.
That would have been an alright chunk.
So with that, still grappled, can't move. Yeah, at this point, it sees no way out. It's hunkering down to go in for a fight. Izzy, you're up.
Okay, cool. So it's currently 80 feet away from me. I can bonus action. I can move. Dash is bonus action, so I can move 60. We're just gonna pretend that I move 60.
Yeah, let's say, now we can accurately scale it. Like,
Right.
You'll be 20 feet away. Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'd be 20 feet away? Cool. So we're just gonna pretend that that's what we're doing. That's a
I'm
little
sorry
off.
for all the
There we go.
pretending that I'm making you all do in our game of D&D tonight.
Yeah. So how dare we pretend?
I'm a theater of the mind DM. I get it.
Alright, we're gonna... last second level spell, we're gonna magic missile at second level. Because at this point, it's already grappled.
Question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the semantics of it. The guiding bolt gives advantage to attack rolls. So does he have an attack roll on a spell,
No.
or is that a physical attack?
Well, magic missile
not
just
with
hits.
magic missile.
Magic
That's
missile
it,
doesn't have an attack. Oh,
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about guiding bolt. Okay, I'm not gonna metagame. I'm just gonna let someone else have it.
Yeah, so magic
Okay.
missile
So, second
special because
level-
it just hits. Like,
Oh, okay,
that
sweet.
can't miss.
So that's
Yeah.
gonna be 4.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna be a 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and roll the
I
d4.
don't know. I don't know wizards.
It does count for
I'm a
any
warlock.
attack roll, though, be it melee,
Okay.
ranged, magic, just not saving throws. It doesn't help with anything
Ooh,
like that.
good shit. Okay, so that's gonna be a 14 force damage as he calls out his runes, and each one targets the Coeurls, the cheetah, with little strings of like
Koala.
energy and shoot towards it.
I think we decided
So
it was
just for
squirrel.
14 force damage.
14 force damage. Okay. It slams into the side of this thing. Again, just barely missing. At this point, Grunthor, things are just kind of shooting barely around you as you're holding onto this thing. Magic missiles are hitting like right under you. It doesn't hurt, but there are moments to where you think that it's a little too close. So
It's okay. Grunthor watched all the Matrix movies, so he's like,
is that it for you, Izzy?
I'm 20 feet away from this thing. I'm actually not gonna move closer. I'll stay where I am.
Grunthor, that brings it to you.
Oh, you have advantage.
Rolls
yeah,
on that 20 on both.
Oh, yeah.
I am
Double
going
20s.
to punch it in the side of its head
Okay.
at least once right now.
Okay. So
With,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
has
with
advantage.
Yep. So an
King hit him.
unarmed strike, right?
Fuck yeah.
King
Yeah.
hit him.
If this is a nat 20, I
Punch
know
him
you're
in the
cheating.
nose.
So close.
26.
A 19? Are you kidding me? All right, that hits. Of course, that hits.
That does 5 points of damage,
5 points
Let's
of damage.
go!
Okay.
Damn, he's kind of strong.
and it's not it's non-lethal.
Okay. It's still standing as you're just beating this thing in the side of its head. It's pissed. And it's just at
Well,
this
thank
point
God
kind
I
of
have
thrashing. Uh-oh.
extra attack. So
Oh, you do. We're level 5. That's right.
regular roll, right?
At this point, yeah.
Ouch.
This music's banging.
Yeah, I like this music.
It
Okay.
is.
It's
Oh,
still
very
rolling
good
on mine,
choice.
but I see Grunthor laughing. Do you have the result already?
20.
Is it really?
Oh
Are
my
you
god.
kidding me?
It's so.
Are you kidding me? All right.
You can look in the chat
my
the
God.
Kupo quest rolls.
Okay. I don't know why it's not loading. I'll take
Oh,
your
yeah,
word
roll
for it.
that.
Let's have the damage roll for your 7 millionth nat
Holy
20.
Shit.
Oh, it hasn't
What a
loaded up on.
Non-lethal.
It hasn't
Non-lethal.
loaded up on DVD Beyond
Yeah.
either.
I can't believe it. I swear to God, we need to
Even,
do.
my
even the
God.
game doesn't like no. Even the game's like no. It's
Yeah,
just
even the game
ridiculous.
doesn't want to give it to Grunthor.
I'm not sending this through. I'm just not doing it.
You can't
Uh,
make me.
Did you
It'll
roll
be 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
I mean double, right?
Yeah. So, is that doubled?
Yeah, I do 5 normal.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, right. Only Ava gets to roll for.
Yeah, it just come up now.
All right, Grunthor. How are you ending this fight?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the first one I punched it. The second one I stick my thumb out and jam it into its right eye.
Oh, it starts screaming, and the sound is just ear piercing for everyone around. Everyone right there. Duchess even kind of shies away a little bit as their sensitive hearing kind of picks this up. And as you just kind of dig it in, you feel the thing. As you also tighten your grip around its neck, you just feel it slowly lose consciousness and collapse on the ground with you still on top of it. Alive still, but out for the count. Wow. Well done. Natural
Good shit.
20. Natural 20. I swear you're cheating. I don't know how you could be.
I need to buy these dice.
I don't know how
Honestly.
you could be, but you are. Anyway, hold on.
Ancient Chinese secrets.
I got my thing.
Oh, that was
Let's
well
go.
Cheesy, maybe.
Everyone-
I love it. I'm gonna do it every
Everyone
time.
should just record a win animation.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
funny.
just do this thing that they used to do and right throw your arms up and down. So as the dust settles and you are sure that this thing is out, you kind of loosen your grip. At this point, Duchess kind of inches forward and she starts just kind of nudging you, checking on you essentially, not nudging you and looking you up and down. Just basically making sure you're okay.
I'm giving her rubs. I'm okay, girl. I'm okay. And then, bump my head against her, and she's bumping her head against me.
Oh,
She seems relieved.
Cute.
As you can see just the tensions kind of slip out of whatever Chocobo have for shoulders right there wherever their wings meet. So what are you all doing? You've got 3 dead
Pulling out
Coeurls
a dagger.
and a live one.
skinning some hides, taking
It's
taking
still
the blunt part of
alive.
my quarterstaff and knocking some root of the teeth to rip out some teeth.
Okay.
That is
Cutting off
brutal.
some whiskers because I know some rich assholes are gonna want to frame those.
Are you doing
Are
this
we
to the
supposed to
dead
take
ones
the-
or
What are,
Are we
no,
supposed
for
to take the body back, or just the skin, or what?
they
we were
just
just
ask for
supposed to
proof?
prove.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring them a whole fucking coral. There's
One
3 more
tied
over
up
there.
and-
You can go
yeah,
grab them.
one tied up and 3 bodies.
So
we
doesn't
don't
this
need to
thing
bring
like
the bodies.
paralyze people nearby? I don't know if we should leave them alive. We should just kill it.
We could take its head.
Ava, do you have blowguns?
Oh,
Because I'm wondering if we can use the whiskers, to paralyze.
I mean I have darts, but
Look at Nozak's face. He's like, oh!
What?
Nozak's like not officially multi-class into an artificer, but at heart is.
Okay, I shit you not. From like 5 episodes ago, when we hit level 3 or something,
His
I was like,
intelligence
"Oh,
isn't
I
high
should
enough."
spec into artificer when I can."
Yeah.
But yeah, my intel isn't high enough. Fucking should be, but it's not. I kind of regret making a cleric now. I'm playing an artificer.
Basically. So, what's the
Well-
plan here?
What are we going to do with the live one?
Let's tie it up and bring it back.
All right. Make sure you tie its whiskers down too, so it doesn't paralyze people.
Well, we'll put a bag over its head.
All right.
We have a bag.
We have a bag. We have a head. There you go.
I'm tired.
So keep in mind, these cats are big. I mean, we're talking about as big as probably Duchess. I mean, just even standing, it's about as tall as an average human would be standing from its feet to basically its back. These things are big cats. So, not saying you can't do it. I mean, you might have to finagle how you're going to get this thing in. Between Duchess and Grunthor, you might be able to just drag the thing, to be honest. But
All right. Who has rope to tie it up and a bag to put over its head?
This is
I'm
awkward.
trying to see if I have a sack or not.
I don't. I know I definitely don't.
I have rope.
That's enough. Can we drag it?
I have a book.
We're gonna have to like really hog tie this thing because once it like wakes up, it's gonna start like fucking thrashing around.
Well, I have rope. You have rope. I have a bedroll that I'll use to wrap him up in, and we'll use that.
Like, why are we keeping this alive? Out of curiosity, is we're keeping it alive because it's our proof?
No, because hopefully we
Oh.
get a bonus for bringing back proof, extra proof that's it's alive. So
I have a blanket.
I don't know if they're gonna care if they're alive because the bounty wants them dead.
I have a blanket.
okay.
As
then-
Nozak pulls out a tablecloth.
I like how Ava's arguing to kill it, and everybody else is just ignoring him and being like, "Here, I've got this. We can do this."
All right, I'm just gonna go get the teeth and hides. You're right. Yeah, understandable.
No, then we kill it. Go for it.
Nozak walks up with his mace and just smacks it on the head.
Oh shit!
So Ava, as you're walking away, you just hear like this smash and this like gross squish noise, and turn around and you just realize that they've decided to kill it after you walked away.
All right.
So Ava, you want to go and gather some teeth, some whiskers, things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I might
That
do it
can-
as well. Grab some extra from the other dead ones as well.
Okay.
That can serve as our proof.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Now, unfortunately, they don't have any pockets or anything, so you're not going to pick up any gold or gill or anything like that. But yeah, so each one has 2 massive of those whiskers that kind of come off. So 8 total if you want to take all of them, and then various teeth, easy enough to pry out.
Do we want to carve, pull its hide and for cloaks and things?
Yeah, I'm sure someone, and even if we don't use it, I'm sure someone in town will buy it and make a coat of it.
Yeah, could use it to make some more gill.
I'll pull out a dagger and start carving.
Okay. It takes a little while.
I will too.
Go ahead. So if everybody's going to take, well, who all is doing this? Izzy, are you going to participate?
Do you think Izzy knows how to skin things?
No,
I'm kidding.
I think Izzy probably
he's
knows how. In the
Yeah, how, but hasn't
in
done
the
it,
I've read the
Hang
manual.
on, guys, I got this. Izzy, good hands-on experience learning about things.
No, thank you.
Just not fun.
So yeah, are you trying to take enough to basically you could make some cloaks or some extra Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Don't even worry about it. Because it's easy. They're dead. You know, it's not gonna take you very long. You've got the tools necessary, and I'm assuming Grunthor knows how to do it. So there's no reason to roll for it. So you by the time you're done with these things, they are mutilated corpses, just lying here, teethless, whiskers. I'm assuming you're taking all the whiskers.
Yeah.
And you know they're very long, surprisingly light though once you cut them off, but they are really long and kind of cumbersome. Just kind of bundling them all together, but it's almost like carrying like really soft bamboo. Like it's more floppy than that. It's not as stiff, but as far as how long and just cumbersome it is to kind of drag around, it has a little bit of weight to it, but not anything ridiculous. By the time you all finish this, though, it is getting late. I think you guys kind of came out here in the early afternoon anyway. By the time you're done, just kind of ravaging this graveyard.
Desecrating the corpses.
Yeah.
Grunthor is going to take a bite out of it to see if it's any good for
Okay.
eating.
Just raw?
I think we've established he eats raw meat. You know what? It's not bad, actually. It's nice. It's a little bit sweeter than you were anticipating, and it tastes better than beef. It's more of an exotic type
Huge.
meat.
Whoa.
Well, I have dinner.
I wonder if Beryl knows how to cook
Oh.
this.
Yeah, it's a meat that most people probably haven't had. These things are rather hard to kill, and normally hunting them's not worth it.
You
But
could buy like this shit on the street. Squirrel jerky for like 10 gil a stick.
You gotta try and put the pickle lady out of business.
team up with her,
never mind.
start an enterprise.
Ooh,
Pickles and
true.
squirrel meat.
But like, that's a really big squirrel bait. Be like, yeah, pirates, man. Yeah, limited supply.
So are you gonna try to take some of that too, or are you just sticking with the skins?
No, I think it'll go bad by the time we
Okay.
really get it anywhere and stuff like that. But I'm gonna eat my fill for dinner, basically,
Okay.
as we're walking.
Cut out
Yeah.
a honk you and just.
Sorry, what was that, Ava? I missed it.
So imagine Sir Grunthor taking out a hand axe and just like cutting out a honk and just munching on it as we're going through town or something.
Yeah, he's like dragging
eight-
all these
eight-
whiskers, just eating like a curl leg. Just like, ah.
I was picturing it like a watermelon, just.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're
Oh.
heading back to the
bar.
Spira Inn.
Yeah.
It's the Spira stopover. It's an alliteration because those
I
are my
mean-
favorite things in the world. So
In my mind, I was about to say Spear Inn. So
that would have worked too, I guess.
The Spirit stopover, my favorite rest stop.
All right.
So
So by the time you guys make it back into town, the sun is setting. By the time you make it back in past the gate, you get some very interesting looks from the refugees that are kind of sitting out there, that as you're dragging through all of these giant whiskers, Grunthor, you still have some like blood running down your face as you're kind of finishing up your haunch that you're eating as you're walking. Getting a couple looks, but they let you through. I mean, they remember who you are, so they let you through, no problem. And you make your way back to the Spirit stopover. And so, what do you do when you get there? So, like, what's this look like as you collect your bounty here? Walking through the streets, people just giving you looks.
What little meat I have left, slap it right there on the counter.
Okay. The bartender is just this elven man who's cleaning a glass when you do that, and he just looks at it and then kind of looks back at you like, do you want me to cook?
Why?
Do you want me to cook that?
Here to collect a bounty for the 4 Coeurls that we killed.
You killed the Coeurls in the outskirts. Well,
4
Yeah.
of them.
that bounty's been up
Yes,
there
that's
for,
correct.
I mean, I don't mean to be a bother, but this could be anything. It just looks like meat. Do you have any other proof?
Grunthor, uppies. Okay, as Grunthor picks up Nozak, okay, your mic was muted. But as
The
Grunthor,
clean counter.
yeah, as Grunthor picks me up and puts me on, you can see that the 2 whiskers that Nozak picked up, it's actually been tied in a little, like, you know when you do like a circle and then you like hook it under.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see that they're like the two whiskers have been like hooked around Nozak in like a little belt because he's so little, and they're just like tied up there. So I've got the whiskers around me.
Okay. The bartender at first is a little taken aback by the rabbit that just popped up on the counter. As he looks, he goes, "How many things do you want me to cook to?" Oh, those. Well, I'd say that
Oh.
counts as proof.
Nah,
Give me just a
Grunthor, hold
second.
me back. This bitch is about to catch some hands.
I'll be right back. And he kind of scurries off as fast as he can through a little door in the back. Ava, give me a perception check while you're waiting on this guy to come back.
I'm gonna
As far as
fucking
an
slap
establishment
him
like
so
this even
hard.
carries 4,000 gil.
Yeah.
Oh,
13. As you're kind of looking around, you're just scanned very quickly to see if your friend is still in the bar. just kind of almost instinctually looking around to see if anyone's marking you or Grunthor. You don't see anybody. You don't notice anybody here at the moment. So the guy's gone for a little bit, and he comes back, and when he brings out, he has a little pouch with him, and it's got some information kind of written around it, Coeurls, and then some other information on the back that just kind of identifies it as the money that was left in their care to pay out to whoever solves this issue for them. And he kind of just puts it down on the counter there. I believe if you'd like to count it, everything should be there. We've had this for a long time. No one's gone after those Coeurls, and I'm kind of surprised. Well, a few people have, but no one's been able to collect. So, well done. Well done. I'm sure that whoever put this bounty, at this point I don't even remember who it was. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear if they ever find out.
You guys look to see the bag is already gone, and then you look to the side to see that Izzy is just like holding an abacus and already has 4 bags filled with everyone's cut.
Oh, I love it.
I imagine Izzy's one of those people that would carry like one of those change sorting belts. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're just like,
oh my god,
from years ago.
Inspiration for the DM? No.
Oh my god.
So
That's funny.
As he sees you doing that, the bartender says, "So, can I get you a drink, food, place to stay? I hear you've got money."
We don't have to worry about a place to stay. I know we have money now. We don't have to worry about a place to stay, or food, or refreshments. But thank you for the offer. I'm going to go home.
Okay. You see, he just seems defeated. He seems sad.
No.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
I'll take a small barrel of your best ale.
I'll be right back. He thinks for a second. He goes, 10 gil for that.
I'm directly watching this guy. Is my perception high enough to know he bullshitting?
What about your insight? Give me an insight check.
Do I like that one? I like that one.
Do you like insight?
I do like that one.
Yeah,
I don't
I was
like
gonna
that
say.
one. I don't like insight. It's not my favorite.
You're just not paying close enough attention at the moment.
Yeah.
Since the transaction's with me, can I roll or no? Already done.
No. You can definitely roll. Yeah, absolutely.
I was
20,
just looking
just
in the
kidding.
direction.
It's a 19. Dude, does this
22.
thing roll under 15? Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me look up these dice real quick.
There's a slight hesitation as he goes to give you the price, and he definitely, having just handed you 4,000 gil, he's definitely trying to rip you off.
So how much is it really? As I take out the hand axe.
4.
Muted again.
I take out my hand axe and I use that. How much is it really? As I take out a hand axe and use that to scrape off the drying coral blood.
His eyes kind of watch that, and then his shoulders just stoop a little bit. 4 gil for the barrel.
4 gil for about. Fuck, I'm rich.
He said my best.
I just. No's like just having an existential crisis of like, I have so many barrels in the basement and I've just left them there. Like, what?
You get the feeling that it's probably still high, maybe, for what you're gonna get, but likely what he would actually charge somebody.
So
He still
I slap
marks it
down
up.
4 gil.
Very well. Will you be taking it with you, or should I have it tapped here, or?
I uncork it, take a sniff. Smells good. Smells all right.
Yeah, it smells good. Yeah, definitely smells good.
Take a sip. Take a sip from it. Cork it and tuck it under my arm and just walk out.
Have a nice day. By the way, the
Thank you.
ale tastes very good. It pairs very well with coral meat. So you'll have to keep that in mind.
Thank you, sir, for your patronage. I'm going home.
Well, if you ever need anything, you know where to find us, and there's more hunts on the board. Got
Will
prizes
do.
to hand out.
Thank you. Yeah, I am
Have a
now
good night.
going to head home.
Okay. Is everybody heading back to the Holyway estate?
I am.
Wait. Hang on a second. No, I am not. I want to go shopping.
Okay. So at this point, you're going to be cutting it close, trying to depending on where you're going to go, because it's towards the end of the day. Most of the shops are going to be closing.
Oh, right.
But you do have another day.
We should be those shitty first customers in the morning. We'll go to all the shops right before they open and try and open there like 2 minutes before they open.
Do you have any doorbuster deals? The
Oh my
what?
don't worry about it. it's an American
This is a
thing,
conversation for
I'm
after
sure.
the session.
It's like a Black Friday thing. Anyway,
No, we don't have that. Anyway.
yeah. So it's later in the day. There's a couple things that might still be open, but you do know you still have another day before the ball. So you'd have basically a whole day of shopping if you wanted to, and then at some point you still have the things going on at the forge. So
Oh fuck! I forget about that.
yeah, don't forget about that.
We already did the thing where I asked Nozak about the materia and adding it to Eclipse, right?
I don't think you've mentioned it, but I know that Ava showed me the materia yesterday or last night or something, and then I took it and was up all night tinkering around with it, had some ideas. I need to actually put it into the armor, but we haven't had that conversation. Because I know that I haven't spoken to you about it.
Okay, then while we're headed back to the Holloway estate, I'm going to talk to Ava. I'm like going, did you get that materia? And if so, then, here's the money for it.
Oh yeah, Nozak's doing I don't know something fucking with it. There's a button down in his house, and it's right next to and I'll describe exactly where it's at in his house, and I'll describe the little singe that's right there. And oh yeah, you just press that button, and I don't know why he took it down there, but he's doing something apparently. I know that.
I'm locking you in Luca's room.
Load.
So
Cool.
heading back or going somewhere else first? What's the call, Nozak?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I suppose we're heading back then today. We'll be Karen's tomorrow.
Okay. Once you finally make it back to your estate, it is full dark at this point, and when you come in, there's the room is empty except for Beryl, who's in there, and he seems to be just kind of cleaning up some dishes. He goes, "Oh, Master Holyway, I'm glad to see you. We have a bit of an issue going," and you just hear banging coming from upstairs, just bang, 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 and then you hear you hear Luca screaming from upstairs, "I gotta take a piss! Can you open this fucking door?"
I don't know why he's saying that. He has an ensuite. Maybe I haven't told him about that yet. Whoops.
Beryl just says, "I don't actually know where the lock release is, and he's been screaming for about an hour."
There's just kind of oh, hey, yeah. And walks over and presses the button.
Almost as soon as you do,
casually.
you hear the door just fly and bang against the wall as you hear, "Fuck you, old man," as he runs down the hallway towards the restroom. You can hear Nellie laughing her ass off from upstairs.
Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, I forget about that. Oh well. He'll live.
For future reference, Master, I think that perhaps you should show me how to unlock that, so situations like this perhaps can be avoided in the future. I know you like your secrets, but I think that perhaps locking the children in the room for long periods of time may be not the best practice.
Builds character. And he's gonna take Beryl over to the over to the wall and pushes buttons and shows him very, very detailed how to unlock it. But he's also gonna show him how to lock and unlock Luca's door, how to lock the front door, and something else that I'm not going to reveal just yet, just in case shit really fucking goes down.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because I'm an asshole, of course.
Of course.
Is anybody hungry? I think I might.
Not I.
Oh, hey, you had a snack on the way home. Yes, hello, Snoop. I know
I'm
you're
always
there.
open to eating food. If I'm honest.
You hear a very quiet, tiny voice just coming around the stairs saying, I could eat if you have enough. As you kind of turn, and Sarah is coming down the stairs with Furion right behind her. And then a few paces behind them, Kamari is just, sauntering down after them.
Cool.
If you have some to spare, that would be great.
Yeah. Beryl, let's create a feast. And I
Very
will
well,
be
sir.
back in 1 second.
Very well.
I have the ale.
Perfect. Would you like
Damn,
me
that
to
was
serve
genius.
that?
Please.
As he reaches out, and it's very similar to before when he went to get you one. You kind of put it down, and he's like, "Of course, sir." And then he just starts hauling it over around behind the counter so that he can start pouring it out. As Sarah and Furion kind of come around and just take a seat on the sofa, and just being very quiet. And Kamari kind of catches your eye, Grunthor, and just gives you like a small nod, kind of just indicating she's okay.
I give him back a nod. And then I'm like, making a gesture of like drinks.
Yeah, he just nods very enthusiastically. And then he glances to Sarah and then just starts walking away and moving towards you. I'm just leaving her on the couch.
I'm going to go over and help. I forgot his name already.
Barrel.
With the barrel,
Barrel
and
with the barrel.
Take it. Barrel with the barrel to where he wants it, and I'm going to pour out.
Sir, there's no need for that. I have it. Thank you. I can go.
Beryl, it's fine. Just let him do it.
Okay, if you insist. Just I don't want to insult. As he just lets go, and you can hear his back kind of cracking as he stands up straight. Channeling my own old man energy into Beryl, just so everyone's aware.
You are Beryl.
I lift it up and follow him to wherever it is he wants, and I'm gonna see if I can find a couple mugs and fill them.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy enough to find some of the stuff. Again, things are a little organized a little differently here. A lot of the stuff is lower than you would expect because it's set up for a bunny. It takes you a second, but Beryl kind of starts helping and pointing to where things are. And then pretty soon everyone has a nice drink in their hand, and then the smell of some delicious food starts kind of wafting through the room here. Sarah still hasn't really said anything. Furion's kind of just sitting with her. He's got his arm around her, and, she's kind of just got her head on his shoulder, and they're just kind of sitting and not really engaging. What are y'all doing?
Norzak is eating.
Okay.
Izzy is also eating while reading. But unlike normally, he does take part in sipping some of the ale.
Okay. It's
Izzy's gonna get
give me a
fucked up on 2
Constitution
sips.
saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm about to say he's having 1 cup and then moving on with his night.
Buzz reading is the best reading.
Let's go.
As Beryl is bringing out some more food, he goes, "Oh, Master Izzy, I did forget. There was a package delivered for you earlier today. I apologize. I forgot to mention it. If you'll wait right here, I can run and get it for you."
All right. I don't remember.
Did I have any packages? Did I get any packages, Beryl?
No, sir. I'm sorry. You did not.
That's okay.
I apologize. I was sure. Are you expecting
knows
something?
where I
I will be
live?
sure to look out for it if you're expecting something.
Oh no, I'm not at all. So if you find anything addressed to me, it's probably stolen. In which case, be sure to give it to me because it's probably interesting.
Fair enough.
Norzak's gonna speak up and just say, treat Ava like you treat Luca.
Understood. Okay. I won't ask any questions about your packages, and if they're ticking, I will not sign for them. As he turns and then goes, as he goes back, he leaves the room for a little bit. He comes back, and what he's got for you is a stack of, looks like scrolls, a couple scrolls, some stacks of paper that have been kind of bound together. As he reaches them to you, and he says, "These were delivered by a courier earlier today. I believe they're actually from the palace. Something about some documents that you were asked for, or they asked you to look at."
Yes, I asked for documents on the illness that spread through here. Apparently, they still need some more research done on it, so I'll just take that.
Okay. Yes, of course. Can I get anything else for the moment? Kind of looks around.
Wait for yourself, Beryl. Sit down, eat.
Of course, sir. Yes, I am quite hungry. I'll return momentarily. Nozak, you notice that Sarah's just kind of picking at her food. She's not really eating. Kamari is on his fourth plate, just scarfing shit down. But yeah, I mean, the whole, there's an air of just, it's kind of tension in the room. Like, no one really is upset with anybody else, but just there's this kind of cloud kind of hanging over the room as Sarah's mood is just the elephant in the room.
Nozak cast a spell, Bad Clout. No, I'm kidding.
There are spells for this situation.
I'll be right back, and I'm gonna step out and go up to the room that Ava's staying at.
Okay.
Step out here real quick.
What are you doing when you get up there? Let's follow you for a second. Let's see where this goes.
I'm going to pull out my sending stone.
Okay.
And cast sending to my person.
Okay.
And I'm going to say
sending stone.
Of course I didn't fucking write down her fucking nickname.
Leonhardt.
Thank you.
You're
Good
welcome.
DM.
It's named after one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, so it's not hard for me to remember.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
It's the last name of the main character from Final Fantasy VIII. I just love it, so that's why I gave it to her.
There we go. I'm going to say, you never told me what color the chocobo was. I would like to know, please. Any news on the king? That's it.
Well, I tried to tell you, but it wouldn't go through. It's gold, too. Quiet here, though. The king's not made an appearance. Morrow's gone back to being a bitch. That's it. I don't know if that's 25 words or less, but that's what you get.
Yeah,
I wasn't counting.
My dad's 26, but like, nah, unacceptable. Rich fry.
Then you just get, Mara's gone back to being a cut off.
Potty mouth.
Go back downstairs and rejoin the group.
Okay, potty mouth. Listen, y'all are corrupting these children, okay? And the way as DM am presenting that corruption is through their slow deterioration in their language. Okay.
I have done nothing of the sort.
Just look
I
at
did
Luca.
everything.
He was a problem child. Sarah?
She's almost doesn't hear you at first. And you say her name again and she just, yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Do you feel comfortable enough to talk about how you're feeling at this moment? Or do you feel like you need a bit more time to process?
She just kind of looks at Furion. I don't even know what I'm feeling, honestly. I do. I feel betrayed, but at the same time, I feel ashamed for how I acted. And I mean, I'm also really, this is my mother that I thought was dead. And I'm so confused. I'm just confused. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to feel, what to think. I'm sorry.
It's understandable. to not know the words to accurately portray the emotions that we have at a time like this, of course. We do have tomorrow, and then I believe we're meeting with the Emperor and the Empress again the day after. Does Sarah know about the ball?
Not if you haven't told her. Because
Okay, so I am
you to pass it along.
Okay.
She also did say that, it was up to Sarah whether or not Jane was there, Jane had said basically, if you don't want me there, I won't be there. That's totally up to you. It's their day, and so whatever Sarah's comfortable with. She wanted you to basically pass that along whenever she was feeling like talking.
Oh, okay. Nozak is going to be very tentatively explaining that tomorrow is a free day, and then he will explain that the next day after is a ball for Sarah and Firion in their honor to officially recognize all the other bullshit, whatever. He's going into full church mode and explaining everything about it.
Sure.
But at the end, he's going to be like, but due to the situation, of course, Hildegard has stated that it is completely up to you yourself if you would like the Empress and Jane to be in attendance for the event. They do understand, obviously, how, big and quick this moment was. And they want to make sure that you understand that this is your day with Firion. Okay?
As you say this, Firion kind of speaks up. He goes, a ball? They want to have a ball? Now's not the time. And Sarah cuts him off. She goes, we knew they were going to do something. I mean, we knew that this was going to happen. That's one of the things we'd planned for. They're going to have to announce this to the public. I don't know if I feel up for it either, Firion, but I think we need to go through with this. For moving forward we still have our duties. And he just kind of rolls his eyes. Wait, wasn't this tomorrow? Isn't that my grandmother's
birthday? It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Your grandmother said she would rather, in her words, celebrate something more important.
Well, that sounds like her. So, and he just kind of looks over at Sarah. We can manage a little dancing, I'm sure. I'll sleep on it about my mother, and of course, the Empress should be there. I mean, it's an imperial ball thrown by the Emperor and the Empress. She almost has to be there.
He could be sick.
I'll sleep on
I feel like Nozak says that a little bit too venomously for no reason.
She could be sick.
She could be
a little bit of a chuckle after it. He's already mixing poisons.
Rolls the materia over his fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, what a coincidence. Fire has become disease.
I'll send word to the palace in the morning and let them know. But a ball could be fun and maybe get our minds off of things. It's been a while since I've been dancing. And she kind of looks at Fury and he goes, I'm not a good dancer. And she goes, then I guess I'm just going to have to lead. I'll teach you. It'll be fine.
Love that for her.
No.
He just kind of
all right,
smiles. They kind of cuddle up together.
If it's all the same to you all, I have a lot of research to do tonight. And Izzy will get up and go to his room with all of his scrolls and start researching.
Okay. So, with that, anybody else retiring? We'll get to that in just a second, Izzy. Just want to see if anybody else needs to do anything in the main room here.
Nozak's going to go down into his workshop for a couple hours, but eventually go to bed.
Okay. Ava, anything for you?
Before Sarah and Fury retire, I would just go, so I heard news about the chocobo. Any guesses on what color your guys' chocobo is?
Oh, it hatched?
Oh, yeah.
Is it gold? Is it gold like Duchess? I mean, they're siblings, right? I think, right? Furion's like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was no more than that.
Is it? I mean,
Man.
Is that
I'm gonna say
That
gold.
would-
That
that'd
would
be
be
pretty
amazing.
rare. Yeah? You think it's gold?
I kind of hope so.
In the fireplace, I'll use control flames, and I'll just manipulate the flame into an egg, and it hatching out into a golden chocobo.
That's so cool.
It is gold. That's inspiration cool, by the way. Just so you know.
That's sick.
Sarah just gets really excited and starts grabbing on Furion, and Furion's like, "That cool gold." Obviously, not really getting the significance. Furion, don't you see? Do you know how long it's been since we've
excited, Furion.
You know how long it's been since we've basically even had chocobos in Cornelia, let alone golden chocobos, who honestly we thought were extinct. And now, not only is there Duchess, but there's another one that's living in the palace. And then he starts to, let's see.
Does he do the nervous husband thing where he's like,
Yeah, he starts to catch
Yeah.
on. He starts to catch on. Oh, gold chocobo. Yeah, I forgot. Because we thought they were extinct, I didn't even, I thought that they were a rumor. And she's like, okay. It's a big deal. Okay, it's a huge deal. This is, and Ava, this is, you see, there's a little crack in the mood as the information you've given her seems to, if not cheered her up, at least distracted her enough to, it's the first time you've seen her smile since the event that happened.
it's the event.
Thank you, Ava. This is so exciting. I hope Morrow's taking good care of it. I was a little worried leaving it with him, but surely he would feed it and make sure it was okay.
Oh yeah, it's
My queen?
Yeah.
What are you going to name it?
Oh, I hadn't even thought. I don't know. Do we know? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it?
It's a bird.
It's a bird. Yeah. Okay. I'll think about that too. Oh, there's so many possibilities. I'll come up with one of each, and then Ava, if you find out, we'll just go with that one.
Boy, I can't wait till she gets pregnant.
You say that out loud. Is that
I kind of say it under my breath. I don't know if they can hear it.
You just hear from very close by to you, Kamari go. They didn't seem to pick up on it, but Kamari heard you. Oh, I'm going to. She stands up. I'm gonna go to our room. I think I need some paper. Sorry. I'll talk to you later. And she just kind of runs up the stairs, and Furion kind of watches her go and then looks back at you, Ava. Thanks. That was, I think she needed that.
yeah, no problem.
Well, I need another drink as he reaches for another glass of ale.
Oh, we got plenty. Oh, by the way, we also killed the squirrels.
Okay. Good job. He just takes a drink. Izzy, as you retire to your room, you spread out. There's a lot of information here. There are writings in various different hands, and you do recognize one handwriting in particular with some notes that have been jotted down. And just kind of seeing it brings back some memories, and do with that what you will. But go ahead and give me an investigation check. There's a lot here, so as you're poring over, just trying to pick out the key pieces of information about this.
Okay. Really quick, what is the bit of information they actually needed again? I don't remember.
So what they're currently trying to figure out is what caused it. So, they're,
okay.
Why did this happen? Where did it come from? Is there anything here that they missed? That's mainly what they're looking for.
As that happens, he is going to... Oh, I finally have a use for this.
Ooh.
Cool. He's going to take a sip of his potion of advantage.
Okay.
When did you get that?
He's a
Oh, I've
potion
had it since the
maker.
beginning of the campaign.
He's a potion maker,
Wow.
guys.
Speaking of, we may need to make a potion fund because I can't fund this shit on my own. Anyways, I'm gonna make an investigation check at advantage.
Okay. Sure.
You did just get 1,000 gil.
Nice. That's a solid 16.
16. Okay. You get a little distracted up front, kind of pouring through your relative's notes, your brother's notes. It has his writing is the same kind of arrogant tone to it, even in what's supposed to be just facts, and it just kind of rubs you the wrong way. It distracts you a little bit. You do pick out some key pieces of information about the pox itself. So commonly in Lindblom, it's been known as the serpent pox, and this is because the way that symptoms appear is scaly patches of your skin will start to turn into like scaly patches representing a serpent. Towards the final stages of the disease, it also affects your eyes. That also kind of elongates the pupils to kind of like a serpentine a pupil, and that's kind of how you know that the disease has entered into its final stages. Now, there does seem to be some kind of cure or treatment or something, but the details are very sketchy. Most of the details written about that are in your brother's hand. And it doesn't give any specifics. It's almost vague to the point to where you don't really even know what he's trying to say. But it does seem that at some point, with whatever tactics that he has used, they were able to get a hold and a handle on this thing. The breakout happened within the last year, and it ran fast through a big portion of the town. The outskirts were almost half full with people at one point, and how fast this was spreading, which is the need for the quarantine. And yeah, that's mainly what you get with the 16. Is that it's a disease that produces itself in the form of actually making people look. It also affects your breathing too, by the way, and your mental capacity. Basically, towards the final stages, the patients tend to lose like their consciousness and almost start to act bestial, like just the base instincts kind of reactions to things. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like their higher level processing, they tend to lose. So,
he looks at the notes and he just kind of sighs like, and not even smart enough to leave decent notes. My goodness. And I think he puts them away, realizing that's probably all he's going to get. He's like, next time, and he is going to start copying spells into his spell book.
Go for it. Awesome.
9. I believe it's 25. No, it's 50, right?
I don't.
Oh wait, I can check.
Yeah,
you made a thing for me.
I made you a spreadsheet. So
it costs 50. Cool.
Yeah, it depends on the level.
Izzy.
So
awesome. Then Izzy has 100 gold's worth of supplies in his bag that he's going to use to copy 2 spells.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'm just going to go ahead and spend that. And we can get the extra stuff you might buy tomorrow.
Yeah. Sure. Now, is there anything else anybody wants to do this night before we jump to the next day?
I'd like to just take that time to discuss with Nozak about like adding materia to Eclipse and if checking on the armor and stuff like that.
Okay. Eventually, Nozak, you hear like some stomping upstairs, and once you kind of go back up, you realize that Grunthor's like stomping around on the ground trying to find out your little rabbit hatch because you went downstairs.
I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna walk back over to my slidey thingy. I'd be like, just go step on the first step of the staircase going up. Just first step, okay? I'm gonna wait for him to step on it. Like, okay, press the more buttons, and the staircase is going to come down and level out, and then it's gonna go downwards into a little thing to walk around into my thing. And then I'm gonna go back down my little staircase.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, Grunthor, I haven't had to use that in a long time. I almost forgot it was there. Yeah, so
I love the attention to detail you've put into this house, by the way.
the house that Minecraft is nowhere near as good as this, but the inspiration that I had for the house and like how it moves and all the buttons and that is the Clockwork Manor from Dishonored 2. One of the levels in that is like a big clockwork mansion, and you've got to like go through any of the buttons or levers that like changes the whole layout of the house. So that was like the inspiration I had for it.
Cool.
But yeah, so we are going to have full conversation about that and how to.
Are you attempting to do some experiments and actually insert this materia? Is that what you're trying to do tonight?
I don't think I will attempt it tonight.
Okay.
But we will get to a point where when we do attempt it, we can jump straight into it.
Okay. Give me a... So you have proficiency with, like... what are the tools that you have proficiency with? Like blacksmith's
I
tools,
think...
anything like that?
Smith's tools.
Okay. So give me...
Smithing tools, yeah.
Give me a roll, so basically D20 add your proficiency modifier.
And proficiency is +3. Not a problem. D20 +3.
Yep.
22.
Okay.
Shut up.
So as you're kind of looking over it, there's a couple key things that you've kind of pick out. So based on the way this blade, this is a nice blade, but it is still it's a blade. It's not any kind of magical blade or anything like that.
That's a sword.
You think
I've made one of
that
these.
you could definitely add in a materia slot to this thing, but likely only one. You think trying to add a second one to a common item like this wouldn't work? Either you damage the blade itself, or the second slot just would be useless. But you think you could do it, and you think you could do it. You need a couple things probably from the forge, but you think you could do it relatively cheaply too, maybe about 25 gold's worth of material. So
yeah,
sorry,
I could do
Gil.
this. Not a problem.
Forgot my own thing.
Yeah, I could do this. Grunthor, if you like, tomorrow I can... Either you can come to the forge with me, or I can take the sword tomorrow night and I can do it tomorrow. And we can check on your armor as well. That should hopefully be somewhat finished soon.
I will go with you.
Cool, so that'll be done tomorrow.
Okay.
I am excited for a long rest.
If no one has anything else they want to do, you can all have your long rest. But not until the fifth Coeurls bursts through your door. Now, long rest.
No, Zach goes and smashes the button that I told everyone that's not a thing yet.
So
wait till y'all bitches hear about that one.
The night passes without incident, and very early the next morning. In fact, some of you might still even be asleep. There is banging on the door, like someone is just knocking. Like annoyedly almost, and then you can hear Zach, you can kind of hear Beryl talking to somebody, but you can't really make out what they're saying. But you just hear Beryl like trying to calm someone down, but then you hear some foreign voice just in your apartment upstairs or wherever you're sleeping. If you go upstairs, then they're downstairs.
Yeah, okay, so Zach would have fallen asleep, I reckon, downstairs in his workshop. So he does like have little lights that go off if like the front door's trying to be opened, or if like whatever's going on. So I reckon that blinking has probably pissed him off enough to wake up. So yeah, Dozak's gonna get up and walk upstairs and see Beryl at the front door, wondering what the fuck's going on.
As Beryl kind of sees you coming up, his eyes kind of catch yours, and he just gives you this apologetic, just kind of shrug. In your in your house, there is someone that it's like a mansion. I'm sorry. There's someone that's about your height. It's a Lalafell. They seem to be female. They're just kind of spinning around, waiting impatiently and tapping their foot. Will your master be home anytime soon, or awake? The day has started. She's just looking up at Beryl.
I'm gonna walk up to Beryl and just like pat him on the shin, because it's all like no, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna like pat him on the leg and just like move him out of the way. Hi, welcome to the Holy Way Estates.
Are you
I am
Nozak?
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. I was sent by Empress Hildegard to get your measurements.
Oh, she should have them. I've been working with those.
Well, not just you, everyone here. Come on,
Oh
lift them
yeah,
up.
true.
Let's
I
go.
forgot about them for a second.
I swear to God,
This is way too early. We have a whole day ahead of us.
Yes, well, I have a whole day too, because the ball, as you know, is tomorrow, and I need to start working on these if I want to get them finished in time. You can't very well go to the ball just like that.
Can I punt something my size?
First of all, it's just we have to retheme everything at the last second. It was supposed to be a birthday party, and now it's whatever this is. And then there's all these other guests that now I have to make all these clothes for. I'm sorry. I'm in a hurry.
And I can tell. So what we're going to do is one by one, we're going to get them to come down. I'm saving Izzy for last because I'm not going through that. We'll get through as many as we can. You can get your measurements, and then you can go. Okay?
Okay. That sounds great.
All right.
Can we get
I'm
started?
going straight up to Grunthor first. Grunthor and Kamari first. So the order is going to be Grunthor and Kamari, and then Ava. Okay. And then I'm going to get Sarah and Furion, and then Izzy's going to be last.
As you're going up the stairs, you hear her turn to Beryl. Are you going? Well, turn around. Doesn't even wait for him to answer.
Nozak's gonna... Yeah, Beryl's coming. Definitely. Get something prepared for Beryl.
Sir, I don't know if that's... Turn around and shut up. She just kind of spins them, and you hear just... And she just starts getting out measuring tape and just very quickly taking the measurements and jotting them down as you go up the stairs.
All right, I'm gonna tell them... I'm gonna tell Kimari and Grunthor first, and then I'm gonna go get Ava, and then... Yeah, in order. Izzy's last, because I'm not dealing with that.
I'm probably still reading.
Honestly, have you even slept yet?
One by one, you all start making your way down, and she goes, hurry, I haven't got all day. I mean, I have all day, but I have things to do, so let's go. She just one by one just starts going. As she comes up to you, Grunthor, she just looks at you towering up. She turns around to Beryl. Do you perhaps have a stool or something I can stand on? Or some help. I mean, Can you give me some help? Just come here. And he comes
This woman has
you don't
been...
even come with all your tools.
She's been working all night.
She seems flustered, to say the least.
Why do I want to give her coffee?
You can try.
I'm not going to. Yeah.
Okay. At first, she measures you, Grunthor, and then she's like, "No, that can't be right." She looks at Beryl. You're doing it wrong. Good. Come stand near the stairs. You're useless. Go away. And she kind of pushes you. She starts pushing you on the shin, Grunthor, back towards the stairs. Then she starts climbing up and just doing her best to get near the wall and then trying to measure down. These numbers at least make more sense. Okay. And then she just starts taking all of your measurements. And then when she's done with you, she's like, okay, move. Go. Next.
I move them.
Oh my god. I hate it.
One by one, she's going to just get all of your measurements. Someone eventually going to get Izzy, I'm assuming.
Not it.
As you're
Why do you
standing,
all just assume he's like a monster in the morning?
so at this point, she's measured everybody but Izzy, and then this lady says,
Izzy,
"Is that
there's a
everyone?"
hairdresser here.
There's one more.
No, we have one more.
Where are they? Go get them. Have I not made it clear? I do not have all day.
I'm so tempted to just waste this bitch's time.
Let's go.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take her up with me to Izzy's room, open the door, and just push her in.
Izzy is fully in bed.
Are you asleep?
Yes.
Okay. So as she gets pushed in and she, you just shut the door. She's like, you can hear as you shut the door. Rude. Let's see. After about 5-10 minutes, she comes back downstairs. Izzy, you just slept through it. You don't even know. She got your measurements while you were sleeping, because that was a pretty awesome stealth check. So,
oh yeah, that's efficient.
Well, I have everything I need. I will be dropping these off no later than 9 p.m. tonight, and they'll fit perfectly.
I won't.
Wait, what time is it now?
At this point, you don't know, but it's really early. She came by at before 6 a.m. Bright and early. What were you going to say,
Putting
Nozak?
in a I don't wear green.
No green. I mean, I could have told you that, I think. Trust me, it's going to be great. I'm good at what I do. There's a reason I am the official all of this. Hairdresser, clothing maker. There's a reason I'm the official Imperial.
Oh, it's just red bit of filth.
She would be a stunning judge on Drag Race.
Right? Michelle who? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Fuck off. And I'm going to close the door in front of her.
As you close the door, she's like, but wait! And then you close it, and then there is just a couple seconds, and then you hear something go as a small little business card slides under the door.
I'm going to pick it up. I want to read this. What have you got on the card, DM?
Tataru's fine clothing and hairstyle.
Fucking knew it.
Girl, yes!
I knew it.
I was hoping it was best girl.
I knew it was Tataru. Okay.
Beryl is standing there
happy.
just kind of like confused. So I'm going to a ball tomorrow then, sir?
If you would like to come, you are more than welcome to as a guest. If you do not want to, then we're getting a new suit made for you at the behest of the Empress and the Emperor, and I didn't have to pay for it, so...
Well,
That's smart business.
okay.
And of course, I've been around for 900 years. I know how to scam a person. What?
That's true.
Alright,
So, the day is yours. I got to do my Tataru, and there you go. What does everyone want to get done this day? Got
I
one?
have
Izzy
questions
has
for
to
each
go
of you
shopping.
fuckers, but we need to go shopping.
Okay.
you have...
Alright, so,
What?
like, is this going to be an individual or, like, a group effort?
Oh no,
What, to go shopping or questions?
I was referring to the questions.
Oh, well, I mean, I could just start right now.
Oh, I was gonna maybe suggest we have some breakfast and some coffee or something, and wait for Izzy to wake up or wake him up later, and then we could go. Just
I mean,
because that crazy
breakfast
bitch
works.
has woken up before 6 a.m. doesn't mean we had to.
I mean, I've already been awake for 4 hours, but okay.
I want it to be known that I love Tataru so much. I adore her character, but Nozak hates the bitch. It's who
Yes,
wakes
that
up
is
before
canon.
6 a.m.?
Well, in her
Crazy
defense,
people
again,
and demons.
I mean, she did get called and said, "Hey, you've got a day to do 6 new clothes, suits and
No,
ball gowns."
The thing about it is, the worst part is that means she only has 14 hours to make 7 to 8 outfits.
I know, right? So
We played 14. She could do it.
she's got it.
She's got sources.
Izzy would probably wake up 45 minutes later.
Full disclosure, I
Cool.
literally just decided to do Tataru when you all went to bed. I was like, you know what sounds fun?
Yes, do it. Love it.
So
100%.
eventually Izzy will wake up, being none the wiser of what happened with the measurements.
No one tell him.
A little disappointed that he was the last one up.
A little
Oh, well, we know
surprised
that.
too. Everyone's awake and halfway through their breakfast. Kamari is actually finished, as they're all just kind of sitting around when you come down the stairs.
To be honest, Izzy, I thought you might want a bit more time to sleep because I know you were reading last night, so...
Yes, that is correct. I was reading. I also need to go shopping today.
Ah, that's a coincidence. So does everybody else. Sarah, Furion, we have some matters to attend to in the market district. You two are free to do or attend to anything that you would like.
I
Furion,
think
I'd probably recommend maybe talking to Noctis as well at some point today.
he just kind of looks at you very confused. You want me to talk to not why?
Well, he did come by yesterday as well and joined us all with...
To see me?
Well, he actually brought me home. Well, that would have been one underlying thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that... Those that's going to say this genuinely with Venom. Be I'm sure there is a lot that you two need to talk about and organize. And maybe.
DM, did I catch the energy between those two, or was I too busy?
I think it was. I think everybody but Grunthor did, based on the passive perceptions that I've got down here.
Yeah.
So I think
when Nozak says that, Izzy will say, "But don't push yourself if you don't have to. People are busy."
Yeah, we haven't really talked in a while. We don't really get along. I always kind of got the feeling he didn't like me very much, but
I mean, that seems like all the reason you need not to speak to him ever again.
Maybe after the ball. Today, I do think we are going to try to see my parents one more time. And Sarah just kind of takes a deep breath. Yeah, I think I owe them an apology, and I think that perhaps I'm owed one as well. But
Yes, bitch.
I think we should. I think it would be nice to kind of redo that, just the four of us. So I think we're going to be meeting them to grab some lunch or something, and maybe go over some details for tomorrow.
Gonna meet at a little cafe downtown, have a cup of tea.
Perfect.
Furion says,
Brilliant.
No. We have a really nice up on the. Oh, you were joking.
Joking.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of your castle.
Of course. It's
All right,
been a long couple of days.
Team Forgotten. I think it is the perfect time for us to start our shopping then.
Yep, sounds good. Also, did you just call us Team Forgotten? Like,
Yeah, more
willingly?
like you've forgotten what our team name was.
Is that not our name anymore? Did we change it?
That's
All
forgiven.
right, do you see he pulls out? Oh, right, it is Forgiven. You see he pulls out, he's like, I could have sworn it was Forgotten. That's my bad. I'll change it in my notes.
It's okay, Izzy. You're forgiven.
Knows that gets inspiration because I love puns.
Yeah. I
all
totally forgot about the pun thing.
That's all it takes is a pun. I hand these out like candy when there's puns involved. They got to be good puns, though. They can't be forced. You can't just try to slip one in for inspiration. I can tell. It's got to be a pun that comes from the heart. Okay?
Yeah.
So
We can't slip much in. I don't think any of us has oil. Okay. Are we... Okay, well, is it you have spoken? Are we ready to go shopping?
Oh, absolutely. There's a pair of gloves I've had my eyes on for days.
Okay.
There's
Above
a cloak
table.
I've had my eyes on.
Above table, Wolf sent me a message and I was going through like all the uncommon items. I saw one and I'm like, if Ava doesn't pick this up, I'm going to be so disappointed in him.
I'm kind of curious what it is now. But tell me afterwards, because I don't want you to influence him.
Oh,
Don't
I
give him
forgot we had to...
Ava doesn't need ideas. Trust me.
I forgot we had to
sure.
attune to our soul crystal. This actually changes the build I want.
So you do have to the soul crystal. So you can not if you don't want to, but that does eat up one of your attunement slots. So it is something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So
it's a little too good to get rid of. So
that's
I'm
why
gonna keep it.
that's why I made it attunement. I was like, this should probably be attunement with some of the stuff that I have, and then had planned too. So, okay. So I do know that most of you have already sent me like what you wanted. So I will do this as in depth or as breeze through it as much as you want to, because I do know that most of you already have kind of what you want to buy. So it's up
I
to
need
you.
to
I'll run whatever
get
game you want me
my
to.
thing to attune because I don't know how to, and that's my stuff. But we will do that after.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, what the fuck was that? Sirenscape.
I need to go to the magical item store. Is that where you all are going as well?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's where I'm going.
Yeah, it's that place next to the pickle store, right?
Oh my god, that guy.
If there's time, I guess we can get a pickle.
I mean, I don't care about the pickles, but yeah, sure.
That guy with the horn outside, I swear to god, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna kill him. I told him to shut up like 3 weeks ago. No, I didn't. It was like 3 months ago now that I think about it.
Are you in game talking about the Sirenscape?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's a busy marketplace. There's someone trying to hawk their wares. If you didn't already have
rock down
inspiration,
his
I would have
throat.
given it to you for that. That was pretty funny. So,
I'll do that also.
Now, what did you want to speak to us about, Ava? Since it's going to be a while until we get to the market district.
Oh, well, this is absolutely not something I'm going to be talking about in public, so...
Did you do something illegal?
No. Well,
No, that's a surprise.
it depends on where, but no.
Oh, okay.
Define illegal.
No, it's okay. We'll talk about it over dinner or something. Once we all can oogle-ogle over our new shinies. This is the richest I've been in a while, so I'm spending it all, almost.
I
I
don't believe
will-
that, but okay.
I will need to spend time making potions for us all. And if there's any left over, I can spend it on spell scrolls for myself.
Alrighty. I know
Okay.
exactly where I'm going. I'm taking him to the magic shop.
awesome. So, again, it takes a little bit to walk over there because all the air taxis are out of commission. But once you get over to the merchant district, you go to
Yeah, Ava.
Lomott's magical items. As you're passing,
Nice.
you do pass the pickle stand. And as you're it's actually really close to the magical item stand, but you also see Yuffie's stand as you're kind of walking by as well. Because she kind of sets up right across the street from Lomott's. So, Ava, Izzy, you've been there before. But no, Zach, you would have just now seen this. But you know where it's at if you're going straight into Lomott's.
Ignore that.
I was like, whoa, what?
Hey,
did you
Do you want to steal from Yuffie? Is that what
Nope.
we're trying to do?
Nope.
Gotta break into Yuffie's wares.
Oh, that would be an interesting turn of events.
Woo! That was scary.
So, once you make it into Lomott's, we'll go ahead and shut the guy up that you hate. So,
Oh my god.
what you see as
I have
you
been
come in,
unsuccessful in getting the Empress to shut these guys up. There needs to be a decibel level on these guys, I swear to god.
as you come in, you're immediately hit with like the smell of incense and just this. It's really nice, kind of wafts over you, and the building itself is 2, maybe 3 stories. You can't really tell if he's got all that set up for shops, but there's stuff
for me.
everywhere. And what you see is there's patrons kind of milling about, and then there's one small creature. He's on the shorter side, taller than Nozak, little bit about the same height, maybe a little bit taller than Tataru was. Huge beard, white beard that just kind of comes down, and all you can see out under this cloak that he's wearing is just 2 kind of yellow eyes staring out. So you can't even see any facial features. It's almost just like black void with like yellow eyes, and then just kind of just this big beard that kind of hangs down to his stomach. If anybody wants a visual on that, you can just Google Final Fantasy dwarf, and it'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Love
He
it.
just kind of waves at you. He doesn't really say anything as you come in. And also, once you come in, there's one of these nice little chimes that seems to just be triggered. There's not any kind of actual physical bell or anything. It's just a nice chime, like an enchantment on the door that he's put to let him know people come in or leave. So what are you all
Fun
doing?
fact, he won't tell me what that works. He said, figure it out, smart one. You can do it.
Izzy will walk up to the counter, wave to the shopkeeper, like, "Hello, friend. Last time I was in here,
Lolly-ho.
I was stuck with. Lolly ho. I was stuck between 2 items, and one was vastly more expensive
You
than
got
the
stuck
other.
in
So
my
I'm here
shop
for.
between 2 items? I'm sorry.
No. You see, Izzy looks at him just as confused.
I'm just kidding you. Go on.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was a joke. My apologies.
Yes.
I
I think I should apologize.
was looking for a cloak. It came in. You had it in 3 different colors. It had very beautiful runes on the inside. I was wondering if you had the blue one.
I believe I do. Yes. If you could just give me a moment, I could go get it. Is there anything else I can fetch for you from the back?
Unless you have any ingredients for potions. Unfortunately, I think that would be it for me.
Okay, I can check. You're traveling with people. Do they need anything? I'm getting old. I don't like to make multiple trips if I don't have to. Also, another joke.
Well, Do you all need
I'm just
anything?
lazy.
Well, I'm just
Go.
browsing around, taking a look. I mean, Wolf has a kind of
Yeah.
a shopping list ish. So if I see anything that might be like that, it'll pique my interest. I'll be like, ooh,
Okay.
Are you window shopping, Grunthor?
So just
I'm
meta
browsing.
gaming for just a bit. Just keep in mind, Grunthor, that there's still a price for the plate mail. You gotta kind of just so you know. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Ava will speak up and go, yes, that pair of gloves I was looking at when I was last here with my friend, and
Oh yeah.
that's big bag, please.
Oh yeah. I got both of those. I know exactly what you're talking about. Vague as that
Beautiful.
is, I never forget a face.
Oh, I know you don't.
Oh my
I just
god.
still trap up there.
Yes. Hello, down here. Hello.
Nozak.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah, okay.
You still won't tell me how your dingling thing works.
Well, I don't like to talk about my ding-a-ling. He looks over at you, Izzy.
I forgot the
that
word.
was another joke.
Oh, Izzy is still looking at his book.
Yeah. Alright. Yes, well, you did tell me that's 150 years ago, and I suppose I'll figure it out eventually.
Maybe.
Alright. Yes. Okay.
You haven't yet.
Did you finally find that piece I've been asking for 80 years? I know there aren't many that were made. Did you finally find one?
I did.
Oh, thank God.
About 35 years ago.
Oh, you asshole! I told you to send for me.
Oh yeah, that was the part I forgot.
35 years ago.
I get it for you now, though.
I'm charging you 10% for your next order.
Damn. He just kind of hops down. Starts going back in the back. He returns momentarily with the items that you had requested, and I'm assuming you're talking about the items that we'd been chatting about kind of behind the scenes. You should also have those prices as well. Grunthor, I don't have all the prices for yours, although I do know a bunch of yours are kind of expensive. So...
Thank you for reminding me. I can check the price real quick.
Yeah, so you should have the prices and what I sent you, just to keep, from us having to do a bunch of number crunching here. But he comes back and he puts all the items, just kind of lays them one by one down on the counter. And then if you want to, you can tell everybody what you're purchasing. And then just subtract the gold that I already told you that you needed to subtract.
I actually need to know how much what Nozak's working on for me, as well as
Nozak for you.
I haven't subtracted the materia or the.
So the materia you have already, unless
yeah,
they're going to make you buy your own.
The materia, yeah.
So all you need for that is 25 gil to complete what Nozak's working on you for your sword.
Done. And how much for the armor?
That's probably going to be 700. That's about, because it's what, plate, that's what, 15 divided by 2 is supposed to be half, and then I'll knock a little bit more off, so 700. So yeah, 725. That's what you need.
Then I'd like to buy that thing we were discussing.
Absolutely. As he comes out, and then you mention that, he goes, ugh, I'll be right back.
And go get that flask. Go get that flask, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And one more thing.
Anything else? Yeah.
Can I... So, I
got little legs, people.
Can I try and do a persuasion?
You
can try
whatever
haggle. I want to try and do a persuasion to try and haggle to pay 400 gil, which is all I've got left, for something that is 600 gil. Do you remember that other thing that I told you about? The only other interesting thing I thought of, I was like, well, this would be cool, but I'm gonna go with the other one. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Mine like
want
a
to
steel
try
trap. I told you.
Yeah, except you forget to let me know about anything that comes in for 35 years.
Forget.
Um,
I may have been mad at you for something. I don't remember.
I'll make you a deal. I'll pick it up, and I won't give you that 10% increase because, you know, you usually order big, and I'm sure it'd save more money just charging less for this one than it would be adding to your order for the next shipment.
Give me a persuasion roll.
If this is low and I have to burn inspiration, I swear to God. 22.
22. All right. Look, because I forgot. Yeah, I can let it go for 4.
Thank you very much, sir.
But
See, it is always a pleasure doing business with
knocking
you.
off that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
knock off the 10%. I'll definitely do that for you.
All right. I'll be back.
I remember what I say.
He just kind of, his little yellow eyes just squint ever so briefly as then he just walks in the back and brings out that item as well as the flask, Ava, that you asked for. And then you see, I'm assuming, Grunthor, are you talking about the saddle? Yeah, the dwarf
Yep.
brings this out and
go.
just this huge chocobo saddle just slams up on the counter. Okay, then he just starts writing down, and he slips a piece of paper to each of you that has the price and gil you owe on it, and it's in your DMs. So
Nice.
now for the group's benefit. Oh, Izzy, sorry, did you have anything else?
Oh, I was just gonna explain what I got, but I feel like you're about to just.
I was going to
speak
say,
about that.
for the group's benefit, let's just go ahead and tell people what you got, and so people at home know too. So Izzy, you can start since you're volunteering.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, since I only got one thing. Izzy got a cloak of protection because he wants to boost up his AC a little bit. He wasn't originally going to get braces of protection, but those bitches are expensive. And also, this gives me +1 on my spell save, so now I have a +7 to wisdom and intelligence saves.
Yeah.
Spicy. You got a strong
And now
mind.
my AC with mage armor is 15 rather than 14.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, who's next?
Ava, would you like to share with the class?
I think everybody's just curious what Ava got.
As he's putting on his new gloves, they are gloves of thievery.
Yes,
Oh my
knew
god.
And the bag that he's tying around his waist is a bag of holding.
I knew it.
And the flask that he has, if you get a whiff of it, it's some whiskey. And when he sips it, it and refills itself to the top.
So
Legend.
a little bit.
Maybe I was about to say I don't know how many times, but
So here's how this works. Okay, I haven't had the time to actually make the magic item yet. It's endless. It'll just keep refilling. During a short rest, you can take an hour to basically focus on it, whatever you want to do, and you can change the alcohol content in it. So you can change it from like a bourbon to a whiskey. You can change it to a wine. It just basically takes an hour, like you would be identifying it otherwise. But then you can change it to whatever kind of thing you're in the mood for. So, and it doesn't run out. So you can just get as drunk as you want.
Can I have one of these in real life? This sounds great.
It'd be great, wouldn't it? Grunthor, what'd you get?
Grunthor got something that's actually more for myself and Duchess, a saddle of the Cavalier.
Let's go. What is it?
So it is a magical saddle that you can't be dismounted against my will unless I'm unconscious, and attacks rolls against my mount have disadvantage.
Wow.
huge. While
Yeah.
you're on the saddle, I'm guessing, or just in general.
It doesn't say actually.
It's
so
worded. It's worded weird. So I would imagine
while
it's while
in
using.
this saddle on a mount.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
So while
mounted.
you're sitting on it. Okay, that's sick.
Yeah, that was a
So
good find.
my ass cheeks make Duchess disadvantaged against.
Hell yeah.
Damn, Grunthor. Coming
Nose
down.
egg.
We don't hear the chocobo. We hear one of those cheeks, brother. So yes, Nozak is going to look at the team and be like, I purchased some things that I have been desperately looking for a long time. And you see that he holds a headband in his hands, puts it on. I got a headband of intellect,
Oh my
which
god.
was heavily suggested by Wolf because I don't know D&D, so I don't know magic items. But he was like, "Yo, look at this, and you're probably gonna get it."
I was
I'm
just
like,
looking
"Yeah, I'm
through
gonna get it."
uncommon
So-
items.
Oh
I'm
my
like, my
God,
God,
yes.
with the intelligence rolls you make, please take this item.
Oh my god,
Oh my God.
your intelligence is higher than mine now.
You can be
My
an artificer
intelligence-
now.
My intelligence of 19, literally Grunthor in Player Lounge was like, "Oh, you could not multi-class into Artificer, or you need an int of 13." And straight after I was like, "I can now." And the other thing that I haggled for is something that I just think would be so cool to play around and roleplay with and like stuff. And I've already got ideas of what I want to do. I have an immovable rod.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Those things are so sick.
So I am very happy with my
And you've
purchases.
also-
The uses on those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you've also all blown all of your money, basically. Except Izzy, you've been
Oh, not me.
relatively, yeah. I mean, I imagine
Listen,
that it's gonna get blown soon.
Listen, I have to make spell scrolls and potions.
Fair.
I'm not even mad. I is smart now.
So you do still have to attune to it before it'll take effect. So
already done it.
that'll take an hour. So you put it on, and there's this at first, because what's your intelligence now?
My intelligence now is 19.
No, before that, I meant
Before, let me take it off for a second, and I will have a look. I think it was 9.
9.
Wait, you wanted to use smithing tools with a 9? Baby.
Yeah, my intelligence was 9, so I just gained 10 intelligence points.
Okay.
When I self-attuned.
Well, so you still need to attune, which
Right,
takes about an hour. So when you first put it on with your intelligence of 9, at first you think it's broken because it's not working. You don't feel
That
smarter.
sounds like something I would say.
You start
yeah.
to try to think about something, and you just don't feel any smarter whatsoever.
Yeah.
So there's a part of you that thinks maybe you got had. But
I spent 600 gil on this.
at this point,
Yeah.
Lomont says,
Uh,
you gotta attune to it. You know what that means, right? He turns to Izzy. You can help him, right? You gotta.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
attunement. You basically need to just have it on for a while. And then he looks back down at his book.
Yeah.
We're totally calling Nozak the Scarecrow from Oz now.
I am okay with that. I'm a very small scarecrow. Alright, well, if nothing happens after an hour,
No refunds.
oh, you won't be worried about the refund if it doesn't work.
All right, I think that is the perfect time for us to go. Thank you so much for
Have a
your
good night, Lamont.
service.
As you're leaving, as you open to exit, the chime that plays is different because it knows that you're leaving.
Oh,
And then
genius.
you kind of hear, he just calls out you know I'll hear you coming, right?
We'll see. We'll see. I have my ways.
He closed the door behind you.
Just gonna put it on and just wear it for an hour now.
Okay. All right.
Ah,
Now, anything else that you want to take care of? You've got basically the whole day, and we don't have to roleplay everything, and I know we're already kind of getting towards time, but anything in particular you want to take care of, and I know that there's a conversation that you want to have before we do anything, like head out for the night, so.
in saying that, actually, Ava, you wanted to have a chat, but you didn't want to do it in public. Grunthor and I do need to go to the forge, and don't worry about noise or anything, Izzy. My office is completely soundproof. Do we want to just go there for a little bit?
All right.
That's fine.
Just to try and move that along a bit quicker, so we don't have to worry about it, sorry.
No. That's
yeah.
a good idea, I think.
So I'm going to take them to the forge, and I'm going to take them up to my office, which is a normal-sized office, so nobody has to duck down or get on their knees or whatever. But it's a normal-sized office, and it's going to look funny because it just looks like regular concrete walling, but there is like a little bit of a like a magical thing on it that I had installed about 600 years ago, which makes it completely soundproof.
Nice.
Well, the door's closed, and we're all here. You don't need to worry about anything. So, Ava?
All right, Izzy, who the fuck is Heimdall? Why did the Emperor call you that? Nozak? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. He called you Heimdall or something, or like the Heimlich maneuver. Nozak, I had a question for you, but I can't remember. And Grunthor, you have a 50,000 gil bounty on your head. That's not
Grunthor has a what?
Yeah.
I feel as if that last one's a bit more interesting.
Oh, I remember your question. How long did you know about Sarah's mom? Because you seemed a little too prepared for that in the castle. You, like, literally made yourself available for Sarah to brace herself on.
Hmm.
And Nozak, I'll remember your question eventually.
Oh, that wasn't my question? Okay, cool.
That was Grunthor's question. No. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay, sweet. Well, I'm off the hook, so y'all fucking...
Not for now. You may have a smart headband, but I'll remember eventually.
Yes, well, unlike the dwarf. Yeah, well...
I'm actually very curious about that as well, Grunthor.
I was given a mission Morrow is aware of.
Oh,
Queen Jane.
That
And
explains a lot, actually.
so Morrow has known that Queen Jane has been alive.
But, hang on, that... Why... Oh... That just asks more questions, because if Morrow knew, then... Was he the one... How old is Morrow? Was he old enough to help her get out all that time ago?
He's an Ellison.
Yeah, you don't know, but he is Ellison, so...
So...
That,
I mean...
That would make his disdain for the king make a lot more sense now.
And it makes sense on why when we stood up for Sarah to become queen,
Yeah,
he didn't stick up for the king at all and immediately went to...
I don't think Morrow is a point of worry in this. I think learning more about the king is...
Well, yeah, we don't know anything about the king, because I don't think you've told us anything. So, like,
well,
we don't...
My concern at this moment is twofold. Number one, we have to expect the possibility that the former king, known as Conrad, may try and do something during the celebration tomorrow. Number two, what did I do in my past that resulted in a 50,000 gil bounty?
They said something about there's 2 other people too that they got or something. I don't know if you traveled with a group of 2 other people or...
I only remember you 3 and my chocobo from before, Lady, mother to Duchess.
Tomorrow, during the ball, the king and queen are allowing me to look into the king and queen. Sorry, the emperor's allowing me to look into his private library. I was told there may be information the public can't normally get to there. If you want, I can look up the place you're from again, because from what I found last time, I think I mentioned this. It seems like there's purposefully no information found anywhere about the nation you claim to be from.
That is all I remember, so... And that's what my tattoo shows.
Wait, you have a tattoo?
Oh. Yes, and... it'll take a little bit of time for me to show you underneath this armor.
We can get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay, well... And What did you say? Heimdall? Heimdall?
Yeah, the Emperor Garlic called him Heimdall or something.
Garlic.
I
And
was
Izzy was like,
not
I have
called.
no idea who that is.
I was not called Heimdall. Even though above table, that is a much better name than what I chose.
We'll go with it. We can go with
Well,
it.
who the fuck was
no,
that?
it's fine.
Yeah.
No, he called me Hikael.
Ah. And that is who?
That's the son of the Archmage in Mysidia.
I don't.
By the way, the only
Is
people
that
who
you?
heard who spoke about Izzy and Hikael being brothers, the only person who would have heard that is Nozak, because he was still in the room.
Yeah.
He says, "No, that's not me."
Oh.
That's your brother, right?
You see, he sighs and grabs the bridge of his nose.
Oh, damn! Wait, you're the son of an archmage too? If that's your brother?
No, I'm not the son of an archmage.
Mate, your thieves' tools are coming up like hot fire.
He says, he kind of sighs like, I'm not a part of the royal family anymore. And right now I'm a traveling mage choosing to study magic.
Okay. Right. Well, good luck tomorrow, I suppose. I mean, you're not attending the ball, so I'm sure we all would have loved to have seen you in that situation. It would have been very interesting. Wow. So everyone knows about that now. Grunthor has a 50,000 gil bounty, and there was more. Huh, I got off easy.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's a big Galka guy that's probably, well, he's waiting for me to try to kill you and waiting for me to cash in on killing you. I don't plan on killing you, but that's how I found out because of the people I used to travel with.
How long have you known about that?
There's people scoping you out. What?
How long have you known about that?
Known about what? His bounty?
Or whoever done it, yeah.
When did we pick up the squirrels? When we went into the tavern. When
You've
I said I
known
was gonna go get stabbed.
You've known since Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. But you've
I mean,
known
yeah,
since
you know,
yesterday.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't have time. You know, we would I got back and then we left and then we were tracking down the squirrels and then we fought the squirrels and then we went home and went to bed. And then we went shopping and now here we are.
We had dinner. You could have announced it at the table.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't quite see when timing of this information would really matter unless someone was coming to attack Grunthor right now.
That's true. I agree.
But Ava, what I think Nozak is trying to say is that it would have been nice if you at least came to us a little earlier. But what we also understand, he looks at Nozak, is that you probably didn't know what to do with this information.
Oh, I'm immediately like,
Wait. So, Izzy just rolled a chromatic orb. Is he cashing in on that bounty?
Wait, did I? Did I roll by accident?
Ava rolled on thieves' tools before as well. Oh, you're fine.
Oh, don't scare me like that. I'm sitting here thinking I actually rolled by accident.
Oh, I just got a D&D Beyond message saying that you did.
Oh, mine didn't
Oh,
come
that's
through.
so wild.
He did
Damn.
way back in the beginning. That's not maybe just a
wow.
delay
So-
because he did attack the Coeurls with that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Huge.
All right. With all that said and understood, I need to start at least looking into making spell scrolls and potions. Do you guys need anything else from me?
Oh yeah, do you need that potion you gave me forever ago? I still have it.
Oh, no, it's fine. I know how to make potions of healings, like the back of my hand at this point.
Alright.
Okay, well, I mean, I suppose you'll have a question for me later, but I'm quite enjoying the fact that I didn't have to divulge any secret information or anything at the moment, which is quite nice. I'm sure there's a
yeah.
lot that
You and your moon bunny people. I'll figure you out.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could probably talk about that, but I don't remember too much. And, it was 900 years ago. And I've been so busy. I've been looking after the house and like rebuilding it, and keeping an eye on the whole Empire thing. Practically, I'm running the place, so got to make sure that that's all up and running and going through everything. Totally not just like saying shit, hoping that something sparks whatever this was.
It's
Wow.
it's
Okay.
it's fine. I'm looking forward to going to the ball tomorrow so I can get to that library and then probably leave soon after.
What's that? Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose if there's nothing else to do at the moment, Grunthor, you want to check on that armor?
Sure. I'll have to watch my back, but
Great. Now you've made him paranoid. Look what you've done. Go sit in a corner and think about what you've done.
Well, at least he told you.
Alright.
It'd be worse if he didn't tell you and just tried to cash in. So, silver lining, people. So, as the two of you leave the office and make your way back to where you had left all the people working on this, you do see what looks to be a completed set of armor lying there. No one seems to be working on it at the moment. There is one Hume that's just kind of sitting there that looks up and says, "Hey, Nozak, talk to you for just a second."
Yeah, no, of course. What's up?
Look, we're a little short on materials here. I had to cover it myself, so I couldn't really find you.
Wait,
You owe me some money.
We were short of materials. I thought I had it all sorted the first time I was here.
No, we had that axe. Oh, I guess you weren't here.
No, of course I'm not going to know about anything. No one fucking tells me shit.
Yeah,
You're trying to expect me to know what's going on?
No,
Fucking-
yeah,
you
well,
could have just sent me a message or
I
something.
forgot you were out when we had that explosion that kind of ruined our stock a little bit. I had to buy some stuff, so
What explosion?
I'm not really sure. There was part of the forge around, and he kind of just starts indicating kind of around the corner.
We
down some
haven't
stairs.
had any issues in 125 years,
I
and
don't-
all of a sudden, now that I've come back from something, there's a fucking explosion in
No,
here.
it was while you were gone. I mean, it's been a month or so ago.
So you didn't think to tell me about it when we got back?
No, because you showed up and you just started barking orders and telling us to make this armor. I've been kind of busy. What I'm trying to tell you, you owe me 700 gil.
If part of the fucking forge is, mate, if part of the forge is out and we
we
can't
got-
get anything on board,
They got cleanup crews going on in there. I mean, they're working through it.
yeah, and that's dropped production, which means the production has gone down. The GPD's starting to be affected by this.
Look, man, I just
Like,
make the
you know
armor.
how
I
it
just
is.
make the shit. I'm just a messenger. Don't take it up with somebody else. Look, you were gone. I don't know. Take it up with the Emperor or something. I don't know who's heading this up. Oh, what I do know is you owe me 700 gil. I had to pay for this shit out of my pocket. Because again, I couldn't find
Alright,
you anywhere.
cool. He's gonna. This is so sketchy. Ava, if you were here, you would love this. Nozak's gonna walk back into. Actually, no, you are here. Nozak's gonna walk back into his office and just kind of walk up to his desk, punch the leg of it, and you're gonna see a secret compartment come out that is just full of gil. And he's just gonna like pick it up, scoop it in, be like, "This isn't for you, Ava. This is business funds." Pushes it in and like ties it off, opens the window, and just throws it at him.
What the hell?
You want your money? There's your money. Fuck off.
This is fake, isn't it?
You want to go and test it?
I think
I'm sorry, for someone that has been working with the Empire for 900 years, I think I'm kind of over the whole scamming bullshit, don't you think? You're lucky you still got a fucking job, mate. Fuck off.
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm not going to burn inspiration on that.
He just kind of flips you the bird. Walks away. He picks the bag up and walks away. Grunthor, as you go over to inspect the armor, it is very, very, very well crafted. It looks like a full plate. It's exactly what you wanted. But there's a little detail that Nozak has added right in the center of the chest, almost like a Superman logo. There is what he's put on. There's a painting of a chocobo. And then right where the eye is a little carved out indentation where you can put one materia. into the armor itself. So it kind of makes it look like the Chocobo's eye glitters.
Oh, that's cool.
That's dope as hell.
Yo.
Ooh. I turn to Nozak, pick him up, and lift him up like a baby. I'm like, thank you.
How did you get up to my office and down so quick? How the fuck did I do this? No, I'm gonna have walked back down afterwards, so it all makes sense. Obviously, you're welcome. I mean, I just kind of thought naturally you'd want something like that.
Well, I didn't ask, but no, thank you.
The guy
You're welcome.
comes back around the corner, and he throws the bag back at your face. And he goes, "Hey, dumbass, where are these from? We haven't used this kind of currency in like 500 years. This shit's worthless. Don't you
I want to
remember
look in the bag.
Yeah, so when you look in the bag, it's got some really old face of an emperor that's long, long dead. And one of the emperors that even the Imperials tend to try to shy away from, and pretty much any coin with his visage on it has gone... It lost all value. As you remember, the stash that you have is from a long, long time ago. This particular one.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, fine. Alright, he's going to pick up the bag, go back up. He's going to hit the other side. That one's going to be a bit more oral.
You're trying to get a
Honest.
free set of plate mail out of me. That's not fair. I made everybody else pay for their shit.
These are business funds. This was a business transaction. This is going on. This is like, I wrote this off for tax benefits,
Yeah.
mate. I'm not fucking stupid. But yeah, I'm going to actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I'm going to hit
You're
the
gonna
button.
make Duchess have to go through her checkbook.
I'm going to fill the bag up again, but I'm
Okay.
going to give 300 gil extra, so it's 1,000.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it at him. I'm going to tie it off. I'm going to throw it at him again. And then I'm going to come back down towards him. I'm going to look up at this guy because I'm like 1 foot tall. I'm going to be like, right, there's a little bit of extra in there. I do feel a little bad. I totally forgot that I'd given you the wrong one. So there's another 300 gil, so it's 1,000 even. And you're fired. Get the fuck out of my forge.
Give me an intimidation check again.
17.
He looks at the bag, kind of weighs it. Fired, you say? All right. You'll be hearing from my lawyer for wrongful termination. He just turns around and walks away.
Oh shit! I forgot there are lawyers in D&D.
That's where we're gonna end
can
tonight,
try.
I think. I think we're gonna end.
If we have to see this man sue a rabbit in court,
Oh no, I'll just kill the guy before it gets to that.
I can definitely assure you that after 900 years of running the Empire's Forge, 1, the bitch has contacts. 2, I know what I'm doing, and 3, he's got to make it home first. I think we're about to find out exactly how evil Nozak can be in the next couple
Whoa.
episodes.
We're about to find out what
I'm
Nozak's
sorry, you're
alignment
going
is.
to kill a guy who you fired for mildly sassing you.
I'm gonna kill a guy for having to organize to fix the forge, not telling the owner that an explosion happened, which dropped the.
Keep in mind. Keep in mind, this is a grunt level guy that just does the work. And you were gone when this happened. Like you weren't there.
Yeah, I know.
You're really about to let your inner capitalism out, and I live.
The problem with that though, Wolf, the problem is that I've already said it multiple times, is that the forge isn't run on like 1,000 person basis. Like this is like a hand-picked maybe 30 or 40.
I know.
So I know every single person.
Oh, I
so
know.
if there was an explosion and nothing happened and I wasn't told, especially when I got back, like an explosion that destroys the forge that creates the Empire's weaponry, mate, I'm pulling rank on these people.
Oh yeah.
TBH, let's be honest. The Emperor and Empress are just going to give him the gold and then just like give you a mild talking to later.
I think if this
The
plays
Emperor owes me.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And just curious, are we saving the materia add-on of Eclipse for another date?
Yeah, so I did say we were going to do that like tonight. So tonight I was going to put in the material and stuff.
It'll happen off screen, so it'll do that. So where we'll pick up
Awesome.
up tomorrow. We'll go to a ball. How's that sound? We've got our shopping done. Anything else you want to do, let me know. And then first thing that we'll kind of touch on is Materia and the Eclipse. We'll touch on that. So, and then it kind of sounds like Grunthor, you might have just saved yourself 700 gil. So, not sure how that happened, but I think Nozak although Nozak might get sued, so we'll see how that happens. I kind of want to do it.
Oh no, there has to be a court episode now.
Look, I don't think we should bog down the regular feed, but I do want to do a one shot where they sue Nozak. Okay, I'm thinking about doing
It's gonna be Ace Attorney.
All the grunts.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm thinking Izzy, you represent Nozak.
What?
I
In
don't-
what world does it make sense?
Because I feel like Nozak would be like, "Hey, you're smart. You're my lawyer now." Although Nozak's
listen,
about to get
he
super
also-
smart.
Intellect.
Oh shit!
I'm about
No,
to say he also has very low charisma. He would be horrible. I'm about to
Nozak.
say I would argue that Ava would be better at it.
Absolutely.
All right.
I know nothing about laws.
That might be something we do just for fun at some point down the road when we're like, you know what? Let's take a break and just sue Nozak. Okay.
No. It has to happen like 5 months after this, though.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they finally
Like,
give me a court
like
summon.
it needs to blindside us.
It'll. Yeah. You'll get a court summon. It'll be like at the end of the campaign. Everybody's like. You just fought like the final boss. You're all like dying, and some sorcerer just poofs in and hands you a summons or something.
Summons.
Everybody forget I said that because this could actually happen. Making a
we
note.
won't have to worry about that.
So, everybody, thank you for playing. We will be going to a ball next time. So here's another thing I'd like to have you think about. Because Tataru is making clothes, and Tataru is very good at making clothes, and she's going to make pretty much the exact clothes you would want, whether or not you told her, because she's just that good. So what I'm going to need from everybody next time is, what are you going to be wearing and rocking to this ball? So just be thinking about that, and we'll get to that. I think the music doesn't really match up with us talking about a ball. I should probably
That's so
stop.
funny.
There's a tuxedo that fits over plate armor. Hello? No.
I'm very
So-
excited. Nozak's gonna walk in like.
With that, thank you all for playing. Thank you for listening. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for tuning in for that as well. We will see you next time as we do some celebrating. Lally ho, friends. Have a great one.
Bye.
Peace.